to the Division Championship week with me and Don Anderson.
What's up?
Andy Nelson is late and he has an excuse for everything. He says he was hunting this week and was tired and did not want to do the video. I told him it's because you lost is why he did not want to do the video. And he agreed, and that's why he's not here. He is sad, crying, and he said he was going to be here, and then he just texted me and said, he's like, I need gas in my car. He's like, can I fill up? And I said, no, we're starting without you because it's fucking cold outside.
I was hoping he was going to bring the trophy and hold it, and I was going to take it from him and put it on the table because he's no longer going to hold that trophy.
He is not going to hold the trophy anymore. We will have a official ceremony passing at the draft party. January 11th is a Saturday. Todd has mentioned about having it at his place because it is heated in a garage. Bert has a heated garage, but rude smokers will just smoke cigarettes in there and make it hard for everybody else. And then, what else were we going to say? We're down to the final four. It's me versus Bert and Don versus John in the Capital City Fruit Bowl. And look, somebody decided to show up. We started.
What?
We just started. He showed up.
I did.
The loser has shown up. No trophy.
No.
Where's the trophy?
I still gotta beat off to it a few more times.
Well,
Dang it, we were going to put it on the table and take it away from you.
What the hell is this setup?
this is a new computer. We've had issues, and so this is a new webcam setup we've got.
Alright.
It should work good.
You do got the bikes on.
We were just talking Andy. We were talking
Why was it
Andy,
so cold?
about the Final Four now. You're not a part of it.
Me?
Nope.
No.
So who's winning? We got me versus Bert and Don versus John.
Kyle.
You think I'm winning?
Well, you're the only team above 500 in the Final Four, right?
Am I really?
Well, no, I think Brick's in there, but is that a friggin' what's that on the bottom there? Is that like it
I don't
going into an ass?
know.
It looks kind of like it.
I do see the resemblance you're trying to speak of there.
If you would get here normally on time, you would have time to discuss stupid shit.
I'm exhausted.
I would actually say if I'm going to bet, I'm going to bet on Kyle, but just for Jack to be able to rub some dirt on Carl every morning, I kind of like to see Bert win.
Oh, that would be great.
Just so Jack can have something to talk about for another week or two.
For those of you who don't know, Bert's son Jack runs Bert's fantasy team. Kind of like on the league where the wife runs it, Bert has his son run it, and since Jack's taken over, Bert's been winning. So it's Jack's team. We're playing against a 7-year-old. So
And it's working out well for him.
it's working out well for Bert and Jack.
No Rogers.
He doesn't need Rodgers. He's got McCown throwing 40 points
No
a game.
McNow.
He did pick up Cutler
Cutler's
today.
starting.
Official.
Yes.
So he's got Cutler. I felt like Todd would be my toughest matchup. I wanted Bert week 1 in the playoff round 1. Now I get him round 2. So it's kind of working out well for me. I wanted Bert, so we'll see what happens. Don, who's winning between you and John, do you think?
I feel like this is like the Siena versus George Washington in this bracket, and then we got like Michigan State and Duke in the other bracket. So I'm going to have to pick myself. John had a great week last week. I'm hoping my team will just maintain that 125-ish it's been doing for the last 4 weeks, and hopefully that'll get me through. But
Shady McCoy's got a good matchup.
he does have a good matchup.
I'm picking you as well. You haven't had a flex player the last couple weeks, but doesn't seem to stop you. So Harry Douglas might
Harry
need an upgrade.
Douglas.
He needs an upgrade.
I think he's sitting this week.
No, he just needs a point adjustment going into Monday night.
Yeah, I got a 3-point adjustment going into Monday night. It kind of helped me out a lot.
I think I got like a 15-point.
10.
Was it
But it was
10?
counting.
Matt Forte, I don't know if you were paying attention to the chat, Andy, but he pretty much kicked your ass Monday night.
I know.
I mean, the second half, it was like he caught like 4 straight balls, like all for like
I
4.
know.
35 yards.
Yeah,
and
I
10.
mean, Forte had 10 points in the first drive in the second half, and it was like within 6 points with 12 minutes to go in the third. So it was just all but. And then he gets that touchdown, and we had a new champion coming. 4 of us. Toilet Bowl. We've got.
I just know I went to bed up 31, woke up to go deer hunting at 5:45 in the morning, and I was only up 20, and I'm like, I'm fucked.
You act like 5:45 early. Everybody in this room wakes up at 5:45 in the morning, and you show up at 9:45 one to do a video and stop and get gas.
What?
We all wake up at like 5:45 in the morning, and you come here at 10 o'clock every night. Like it's like a no big deal.
Well, I know, so they don't work till 10.
Yeah, we all do. Like we're halfway through our day at 10.
I know, I was deer hunting.
Did you get any deer?
No, it's kind of funny, because the symbolism on my deer hunting story is kind of like the symbolism on my fantasy league.
No one cares.
Nice 8-point buck, well, probably. But nice 8-point buck, shot it, dropped it, rolled over. I was like, sweet. All of a sudden it got up, took 3 steps, then laid back down. I'm like, all right, I got him. I just put a kill shot into him right now. So I line up and I go, I rush the kill shot and I miss.
Matt Forte comes in, grabs the deer, runs him through.
Pretty much. Jumps up, runs away. Can't find him. But that's the story. Play fantasy, go to bed up 31, wake up 20. And I lose to Forte, putting up 30.5.
That made no sense to me. I don't see how anything that ties to fantasy football.
The relevance was I felt good going to bed up 31 points. I felt good shooting the deer, dropping him. And then I wake up and I'm down 20 and Forte goes off and I lose. And the deer gets up and runs away. That's the symbolism.
I feel good every time my wife leaves the house, but she always comes back. So and it's a great. Oh, Andy.
Yes.
Who's winning the toilet bowl? I've got my dad versus
Who's
Andy
winning the
Nelson.
toilet?
My dad versus Andy Nelson.
No, I'm right here.
No,
Or Andy
Andy
Wallace.
Wallace.
Andy Wallace, sorry. The better Andy. And then Josh versus
Either way, it doesn't
Drew.
matter. Either way, it doesn't matter. Those fuckers get paid more than me. And I won more games than all of them.
Oh, Andy.
That's just gonna go. I'm just starting.
Will you admit that your team sucks? Finally,
Sucks.
it is terrible. How many times in the last 7 weeks have you scored above 100?
I guess you'll tell me in about 3 seconds. 2 seconds, sorry.
This is one of them. Then you had one like 3 weeks ago where you scored above 100. Your team has been terrible.
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
Facts are only hurt people when they're true, Andy.
Okay. When's the last time you dealt with adversity this year?
Dealt with that adversity?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
well, he hasn't felt the adversity since week 3.
Fantasy is how you
When he
deal with
was 0-3.
adversity. I get dealt a shitty hand, a shitty draft, shitty injuries, and I still manage to plug back in, make it to the playoffs. You draft and trade and nothing happens to your guys. Your guys get hurt and still nothing happens because Jimmy Graham catches 2 touchdowns on 3 catches for 18 yards.
Normally like 80. So usually 160-yard touchdown. And then
I have been on a fantasy luck roll. One fantasy baseball, I'm 2 wins away from winning fantasy football. This has been a solid fantasy year for me. I would like to attribute to the websites that I'm reading that nobody knows about because I don't tell them, but they're good. They've worked out well. I'd like to say it's all me, but it's not. It's the internet. It helps. For those of you that don't like to pay attention, it helps. Do you have websites you read, Don Anderson?
I don't read anything. I go by heart. I feel like this is going to be this, and I go with it.
How has Harry Douglas been feeling lately?
He's sitting this week, if you haven't noticed.
How did he feel last week?
He felt like 4. He felt like 10. He felt like 10 before the game, and he was more like 4 after.
That's how Lamar Miller feels. I really wish Lamar Miller would have just stayed concussed this week. But
Yeah. So I swear to God, they tweeted Daniel Thomas was done for the year, put on the IR.
no, I read the same thing. I
I swear to God, I saw that.
I thought I
Next
read it
thing I
too.
know, I saw he got 100 yards on
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah. He like practiced Friday out of nowhere, and then he rushes for 100 yards and looks great.
Like,
It's
what the fuck?
stupid.
Against
So,
the Jets.
so now I just wish
Was
Daniel.
it against Jets?
Yeah.
So, Leaper, who's won the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna go with Don.
Donnie. He's going with Trader Don.
Going with the underdog.
We just found out last week that Leaper's wife and Don Anderson went to high school together. Don was Angie, Leaper's wife's BFF. Made him
Butt
charm her.
fucking friend?
Andy?
What? So sorry, Leaper.
Best friends forever, Andy.
Oh.
Watch TV.
BFF. Paris Hilton, come on. Paris Hilton made that podcast.
Yeah. So,
Thought it was
they were best
fucking
friends.
It's the East Side Connection.
Yes, everyone on the East Side's friends.
Was Whipple in the league last year?
Yes.
He was.
He was he was about as active as he was this year, so you may or may not have known he was in the league.
Because
So-
I was going to say, we could have a newbie in the championship game, and the last time a newbie won the league, what happened?
Oh, he was removed because nobody knows him except for you.
Oh, okay.
Simple. If And
So
then-
if Donnie or Whipple win, they're removed?
Yeah,
No, it's
it's
Oh,
Donnie. Whipple's been here before.
okay, you're right.
I think if Whipple wins, he'll probably retire.
I think
Retire on
He'll be
top.
like a Ray Lewis.
a big part of being in the league is being active and being a part of it. It's not just donating money and being in the league. So people that are not active or friendly to other league members, we don't want them because it's not as fun. So, and you're the only person you know. It was simple.
So no one wants me in the league?
Everybody knows you. You come to the
I'm
videos.
Not, I'm
you're
not
active.
friendly. From what I hear in the chat.
You lurk in the chat, and then you show up at like 10:45 when everyone's wanting to go to bed and just fucking like ramble off things from that people talk about at 1 in the afternoon.
I thought you were nice. You went to bed with 31-point lead, then you woke up and just gave me like a 20-point lead. So I thought you were a
So-
hell of a nice guy.
Andy, final Super Bowl prediction. Who is it?
Kyle. I think Kyle's got it in
And
the
I
bag.
and I beat Don. This is what you think.
Again, Kyle with his reverse psychology, picking somebody else, knowing deep down that he's got it made.
Though I had the best team.
Unless the plane crashes, I don't see anybody beating Kyle.
No,
Unless the Saints plane crash, I just don't see it.
Dude, I don't like the Saints matchup in the championship week at Carolina after just drubbing them last weekend. It could be spooky,
they didn't really seem to have an answer for him.
but this week I like Kyle over Burt. And no offense, Donnie, I think Whipple's gonna tip.
I
it.
think that's the Vikings talking.
I do feel
He's a Viking fan as well.
No,
so.
I just know LaShawn McCoy is going against the Vikings, and he'll probably put up more than Forte did against me.
I think you're probably right there.
so.
How he pulled out the 35 points last week in that snow blizzard, I have no idea.
And Larry Fitz averaging 2 touchdowns a week, even though in the last 4 games, Josh Gordon has just as many yards as Larry Fitzgerald has had all season. Fun fact.
This is gonna be. Got lucky with getting Gordon and Jeffrey in their breakout years. It's gonna be one of those things. A couple years from now, I'm gonna wonder how the hell I had those guys. Because
You also got lucky. Nobody else believed in him like
Week
you
2,
didn't. Like you didn't believe in him because you were trying to dump him left and right.
no, before the trade deadline, I think I offered Josh Gordon and Lamar Miller to everybody,
Not me, but almost everybody.
Yep.
almost everybody.
If you didn't have Lamar Miller in that trade, I would have probably took it.
Right, exactly. Lamar Miller. Nobody had the roster spot for Lamar Miller.
The guy Donnie's dropping in that trade is going to be better than Lamar.
And
Miller.
now Gordon's the number 2 wide receiver and just crazy. He's a freak.
Unbelievable.
I didn't think this would happen. So
You should send him a Christmas card.
I followed him on Twitter. I tweeted at Drew Brees. He didn't respond to me, so I'm done tweeting at my fantasy players.
You really think you get a reply?
Well, yeah, why not? So
Hey, you're welcome, Kyle. I'm glad I helped you
Nah.
with that 35-point week.
I didn't tweet him that. So we're tight. Called him Mr. Drew.
Mr. Drew.
Mr. Drew. You know his last name's Breeze, right?
Yeah. Started buying Tide laundry detergent because he endorses it.
You wearing regular pants too?
Yeah.
He also does Viagra. You take that?
Why wouldn't you?
Well, 'cause most people can get it up, but like you obviously.
I think it's a couple concussions might do that to you. I don't know.
So
Yeah, a couple concussions, Kyle.
no, I'm just usually in it for myself. Once I'm done, I'm done.
I treat it like a NASCAR race. I'm
Yeah.
It's kind of
first to
sad.
finish every time.
No matter what, I achieve the same result, and it works out well for me, no matter how long it
Not
lasts.
my
so.
fault. You can go fast and
It's kind of sad you gotta take Viagra to beat off. It's sad.
Yeah. So, anyways, everybody, good luck. January 11th is a draft meeting. I need to talk to Todd and Bert to see who wants to host it in a heated garage because it's fucking cold
Why
outside.
can't we do it in a house?
Because it's 7 o'clock at night. Most people don't want people in their house, or the mess. People smoke in and out. It's a fucking. Do you want to have 14 people at your house?
Well, just say no smoking.
Do you want to have 14 people at your house?
No.
Okay, then. Same as anybody else. So we'll get that squared away. But January 11th is the date. Good luck to the final people, except for Bert.